as I understood, your basic answer to the question of organizational form of left today is particularly party. And if we have a party, we have a state. And if we have a state, we do have certain forms of inequality that the state produces and reproduces. And first question would be, how could we guarantee that those kind of inequality won't reflect itself on the society? And the other one, and this could be probably a little bit funky, is what is your position, and not just your position, like personally yours, but that position that you're kind of advocating here, and I would call it state socialism. What is it different from the, I don't know, Soviet Union's position in 45? Because if we're talking in new left projects, and if you're talking of new mass movements that we had opportunity to see in the last few years, I really need just in a few, how to say, theses, what's the difference between that and this? Thank you.
Yeah, that's a lot of big questions for a short answer. So first, in politics, there's no guarantees. Right. So we've got to stop thinking that we have to have all of the guarantees. I mean, just think of an analogy. If you're, if you're getting married to someone, you can't say, I can guarantee you forever that this will be the case. You just make the jump and you make the commitment. And I think that we have to recognize that there will be no guarantees. Second, I think that for forms of state inequality, that I think there are at least two ways to deal with that. One is by really disconnecting economic / material benefit from political responsibility. That those have to be really disconnected, so that there's less of an incentive to corruption. I also think that rotating people in and out of offices in multiple ways, that's another help. But it's it's the case when any kind of any organization with people is going to run a risk of reproducing inequalities. And so, I also think a strong collectivist ideology helps too, right? So there can be more sort of cultural, ethical, normative ways other than just rules. How is my model different from state socialism? I hope in a lot of ways, but one way would be it's not and this I haven't said anything about this, so there's no reason this has come up, but I would think it wouldn't be productivist in terms of a very specific account of having to increase industrial production in a heavy industry way. I think that led to very specific problems. I also think that though I'm not sure about this. I'm not inclined to have. I'm not inclined for a unity of one party and state. I'm kind of inclined to multiple parties, but I think it should be like Trotskyist party, Maoist party, anarchist party, Bolshevik party. So you could have like at least 10 communist parties, but that's it.